Welcome to Kombat Kingz podcast.
Yeah.
Giving you that raw combat sport punditry. The usual suspects around the table.
Tell them.
The combat sports.
Voices
of the streets.
Big one, big one.
Oh, of course. In the blue corner today,
What?
very special guest.
Raise his hands.
Yeah.
Boy, Boxer Series champion.
Yeah, say it again.
15-0.
What?
6 KOs.
Yeah, what? Serious like that?
Boy, Ellis Zorro.
Whoa.
Good, bro.
Guy.
Good, man. Thanks for the invite.
Come on, man.
Fresh off
Come
a
on,
win.
man. It's
But I'm
been
sure
meaning
we'll
to
chop
do
it
this
up.
for a minute.
No, man.
Come
Thanks for
on,
the invite,
but
man.
No, I'm glad
Also-
to have you down, man.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Also, in the blue corner,
Yeah, go on, you shout me out. Go on, do
you
it.
have the braggadocious,
What?
love chat,
Yeah, you know.
Bragz.
Loudmouth himself. You know.
Oh, it is. In the red corner, we got myself,
Yes,
Rimz.
you know.
Come on,
The conductor. He's the conductor. He's always the conductor.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's DC in the room. You know what I'm
DC.
saying?
DC in the
Can't, you
room.
can't do the Michael. You don't like that.
I know you want to say it today. Come on, say it.
No.
You might like gigs.
For anyone that don't know, that's a school joke. You get me? You go back from
way
school.
back in the
Way
day.
back. So
Way back.
that's why it's special for people that don't know.
Also, in the red corner, we got boy Jack.
You know,
Come
my
on.
guy Greeny. You
Come
know,
on.
always there cutting it up with the crew. You know.
So, we're going to do a preview. Obviously, we've got the big fight coming up. Conor Benn versus Eubanks. Rivalry.
Mad. How's it a rivalry?
Spilled over.
What, spilled over?
Yeah, that's the bad blood.
Because it spilled over.
Yeah. Born into it.
They really
Born
were.
into it still. Let me bring it up. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
When's the fight happening? October.
October 8th.
October 8th.
Okay.
That's
Like
already come
2
up
weeks.
soon. Yeah,
That's
2 weeks.
today. So
Yeah.
Hey, Els, how you feel about this one? Come on, like I need your
want me to chop it up
breakdown.
properly?
What's your?
So I need a real man's analysis
Alright,
from
cool.
this. Like,
point of view.
On a mature one, yeah.
Go
I
on.
don't really know why the fight is happening outside of the names of who they are.
okay.
Like you got Eubanks, who's fought at a world level at middleweight and super middleweight actually.
Yeah.
He's saying he's been chasing Golovkin since before Kell Brook fought Golovkin, and he's still saying he's chasing Golovkin. He's still saying he's chasing Canelo. So he's going that way. Then you got Conor Benn, who's on job at the moment at welterweight. He ain't necessarily verbally saying he's chasing the likes of the world champions at welterweight, like Spence and Crawford, for obvious reasons. But he's like going that way. So all of a sudden, and Conor's been on job.
That's
He's
facts,
been
that's
on job.
facts.
He's been on
Yeah,
job.
he's moving
So
back.
all of a sudden, obviously, I think it's just a money fight because of the names, and it's easy money for them. Do you know what I mean? I think it's kind of a win-win for Conor. I think if he loses, he can just go back down to his weight class and still continue doing what he was doing.
Okay.
For Eubank, I don't know. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of his camp, but I'm just looking at it like he's probably can't get the big fights that he wants at his weight. Because why would he come down to 157, a weight he ain't been at since he was 17? You understand?
The thing is, if he's chasing Triple G or Canelo, both of them have just fought. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
But even outside of that, I'm just trying to think who else. Like the Billy Joe thing's kind of dead in the water.
Yeah,
that's
Billy
fine.
Joe's
That's
been and passed.
There's
now.
not really anybody else that he could fight for this kind of money. This is going to be pay-per-view. And it's a massive fight because of the legacy and the dads and whatnot. In terms of like who would win, Conor Benn is I think the power that Conor Benn has got isn't going to be as effective against Eubank Jr. But then saying that, this is a lighter weight, and when you are, lighter in weight, your punch resistance can go. So Eubanks will feel that a little bit. But Eubanks has fought at such a higher level. Like, although he's not
he's
necessarily,
technically the better
I was just going to say,
Okay,
although he's
there you
not
go.
necessarily a better boxer,
Yeah, I'm about
especially
to
at
say,
the moment,
yeah.
he's fought at a much higher level.
Yeah, the IQ.
I'm not even going to be a pagan, but if I pick apart Conor Benn's opponents, fam, Chris Algieri, he's not a welterweight. He's a light welterweight. If you go on man's box track and see who he's fought and the weight class that he's a light welterweight. He's been matched really well. Do you feel me?
Yeah, of course.
He's been matched fantastically. I ain't seen him fight David Avanesian. That's a fight I would have wanted him to see.
Yeah.
I would have wanted to see. I haven't really seen him tested. Like, even when he fought that guy that went 12 rounds with Sean Porter, I forget his name. No, not him, before him. And Conor didn't stop him. He's just fighting guys. Oh, I shouldn't say that. But I feel like he's fighting guys who.
You said it. He's been matched well.
Yeah, he's been matched well.
But
he's not fighting guys that can beat him. He's fighting guys. Let's see how Conor beats them.
Names on his record.
Names on his record. He's got really good names on his record. But like, bro, even domestically, my boy Chris Congo, I would have liked to see him fight Chris Congo. I'm not saying Chris will beat him, but I'm saying that's still a fight where it's like,
You can see,
let's see like where you're at. There's a guy who really wants to win, who don't necessarily care about your name. But at the end of the day, Conor's doing his job. He's putting in work. Let me just cut to the chase. I feel like Eubank's got a lot more experience. We can kind of see that by the records and who he's fought. George Groves, like world champions, you understand? Unified world champions. James DeGale, Yildirim, like he's fought for world titles. He's fought at a high level. I'm just worried about the weight. If the weight was 160,
you'll be all right.
And the rehydration.
And the rehydration clause, which I don't know what it is.
Blow him up.
5?
I think it's 6.
I don't know. I don't even know if
That's due to the catch weight, right?
But and lastly, another important thing is that Eubanks, this whole boxing that he's trying to do, like Roy Jones, I think that's detrimental to fight someone like Conor. I think he needs to fight Conor how he used to fight, like when he fought Nick Blackwell. You know, the mad uppercuts and just the aggression. If he comes with the aggression, he'll beat Conor. If he tries to
tactically jab, and say on his
he'll
back
get
foot,
outworked. He might not get knocked out, but he'll get beat.
Do you think he will get outworked by Ben? Do you think like Eubanks boxes better off with his back foot, as in that kind of Philly type shield, if you get what I'm saying? Like the way he tries to set up, because you notice he's gone into certain fights trying to do that, and he's succeeding in some ways, I feel, and he's failed in some ways, because I feel like when you box like that, I feel like my personal opinion is, I'm the biggest Floyd fan. So when you box like he's the number one for me when it comes to that type of style, if you're gonna do it. When you box like that, you have to hit your opponent because your output is not as much because of the style.
Very, very clever.
You get what I'm saying? So if you're gonna
counter punch on the back foot, you
right,
you got to land everything.
Thank you. And that's what Floyd was so beautiful at. That's why I used to pay for his pay-per-views. I say, Mum, that's the only thing I want. Pay for that. Yeah, she used to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But like, I'm being serious. Like, and that's why I feel from a boxing perspective. But even Stevenson, when you watch him, that's why I love him. I say he's the closest thing to Floyd in that sense of the way he Stevenson, that the way he boxes on the back foot and the way because everything's precise. He doesn't rush anything, and you can't, when you're gonna box like that, you can't rush.
But Chris can't do that. Chris ain't that guy.
Not like that.
But this is what I'm trying to say. He tries to kind of box like that because Roy Jones had that type of style.
Yeah.
You get me? But he could switch it up where he could get aggressive.
I think what he's trying to do with the Roy thing is the flamboyance.
Yeah. But he's not that good.
No,
he's not that
He
good.
ain't got the swagger, bro. He ain't got the coordination.
But does Ben have the pressure now?
No, Ben will put him under pressure.
Do you think Ben has that pressure?
He's going to be in his face, bro.
That's not going to matter though, because he's got a good engine.
Who's that?
Eubank Jr.'s engine is crazy.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's mad.
It is.
So
and his chin is good.
And his chin is good. It's like
but that's in question because of the weight now.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's the thing is, it's never failed him before. So and again, the people he's been in there with.
Rimz is right still. Like it will affect it.
Yeah, but it will. But you also got to assume that he's not gonna put himself into a position where he's gonna be unprepared. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't really got much weight to lose generally.
He might do, bro. I seen him in a bucket.
Who you back?
Recently
he's been doing that.
What do you think about all that? What do you think of all that?
I think he's playing mind games.
Yeah, it's a mind game thing.
Of course it is. Of course it is, man. He's like that as well. You know him. He's like that.
They're both like that.
Yeah,
and I think it's funny still.
The leaks, innit? The leaks like that.
I think it's funny still, but it's a massive fight. They're gonna get. I think they're gonna get paid mad. I'm not even gonna lie.
Crazy money still.
I think they're gonna get paid.
100%.
I think it could be at. I think it could be at a stadium. I know it's at O2, but I would have imagined.
You think they could have rematch will be?
I think they could have still. It might not have sold out, but like, bro, 60, 70.
The rematch will be
boxing
still.
does well.
Yeah,
it's just boxing, rivalry in boxing.
Wait,
this
is at O2.
Yeah, it's at O2. What's that? 18,000?
Yeah,
20,000.
Oh, 20. Okay, something like that.
So 20,000.
Yeah, that's good, boy. In the ends as well. Like that.
See, that. So if I'm gonna go with your overall prediction of who comes out with the overall win,
I'm just gonna say Smart Money would. I'd say that, but then
if you're betting if you're betting £1 million, yeah,
That's
this
a
is the
£1
pressure.
million.
No, I have to do this now.
Go on.
If you're betting £1 million, like realistically, if I gave you £1 million and said this is the only way you can flip it to actually get this £1 million, but you gotta guess the winner. What who you going with? Like,
I would say Ben because of the. I would say Ben because of the weight. Only because of the weight.
You know what's mad, yeah?
I would say Ben only because of the weight. Yeah.
What's mad?
But everything else in my explanation was leaning towards Chris.
that's what's
But I'm
crazy.
saying-
The way you said that. As
Fam,
well.
he's fought out, like he's higher level and he's bigger. He's the bigger
Yeah.
strong man. But his inconsistency compared to Conor is a lot, bro. And
But you said Conor ain't
Before-
fought no one.
no. Compared to Eubank, he has not fought no one.
So
but I'm
that's
saying,
hard to-
fam,
that's hard to
this
judge
is a
up, innit?
weight, bro. I've gone down in weight class. I tried to have a fight at light heavyweight, and when I tell you I was a different person, it was a lot more weight I had to lose. Eubank is in his 30s, young 30s, right?
33.
He ain't been at that weight since he was 17. And there's a rehydration clause.
Yeah.
The thing, he
And I know
walks
you really
around at the
understand.
weight
So I
normally.
just like,
I know
say again?
He walks around close to the weight normally, innit? So it's not really
Well,
for him to lose
fam,
that much.
Look, let's put middleweight is 160,
Yeah.
which is £3, which is like a kilo and a bit.
Yeah.
Super middleweight, which is
168.
what he fought at quite a lot, is 168.
Yeah.
But even when he's at 168, he's leaned off, bro.
Yeah.
He's leaned off at 160.
Yeah, he's leaned off at 160.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm just gonna lean towards Ben because Ben is gonna be mad comfortable at the weight, bro.
it's the weight thing, innit?
Fam, he's gonna be so comfortable at the
And
weight.
that can give you the engine towards the end of the fight, even
Yeah.
if it
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
go towards a knockout. I get what you're saying.
I just
When
think
you
Ben
need
is
the
gonna have
engine,
higher work. He's gonna
with
have
your
higher work
output,
rate.
output and work rate. And do you think he's the better boxer,
Who?
Ben? Let me ask you that.
I don't think either of them are good boxers, really. Like, you know, you talking about Floyd and Stevenson
There's
and them,
levels,
man.
there's
I don't
levels,
think
there's
they're
levels,
like.
yeah.
I don't think they're like
Spencer's
that.
and the-
I think that Ben's style is more effective. He's more effective. He knows what he's gonna do. He's not trying to be Floyd. He's not trying to be Roy Jones. He's not trying to be someone he's not.
Yeah.
You know, he fights how he thinks.
Yeah.
You understand?
I
And
hear you.
he's effective at what he does. Eubanks, we're not so sure what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know what you
But
mean.
Eubanks,
he's unpredictable.
Eubanks has probably got a better jab. And he can
Oh,
keep,
he does.
He can keep
no,
him
he
on a
does.
jab.
No,
He
he
can keep him on a
does.
jab. He's got a better jab.
He does. I don't think you should. I think he does. You have to respect that.
But at that
He's more
weight,
solid in the way he throws it, and he's more consistent. But he needs to be consistent in
Yeah.
throwing that jab.
I'm just worried about the weight. If it was £3 more or 165,
Yeah.
I'd say all day.
He's the longer
Eubank.
fighter,
I'd
right?
say Eubank. He's bigger and longer.
Yeah, he's much bigger.
That's
Like
jab,
the frame.
the
Frame.
jab's gonna kill. That's what I'm saying. And so if I'm gonna get into this now, so I believe Chris Eubanks is the technically better boxer. So now, if you're just smart and you have a smart corner, you might not need to. All right, how tactically do you want to go? Do you want to try and knock him out? Or are you just trying to win this fight?
Yeah.
So. Are you trying to win it flamboyantly? There's levels to this, isn't it? How are we trying to do? Are you trying to entertain the crowd? You know how deep this gets.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're just trying to win the fight, which I feel like he should do, but in a good traditional way, box him, outbox him, show him, keep him at range. Box
who's
him
in Eubanks' corner
like the
this time
Stevenson
His,
fight. He won
Ronnie
every
Davis.
single round.
Ronnie Davis.
It's not Roy Jones, though, isn't it?
No.
He's
And
not
I was
got
going
Roy
to say,
Jones, no.
that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned the Roy Jones thing.
Yeah.
Not having Roy in the corner or in the camp, Chris will just go back to what he's good at, which is, you know, aggression, high punch out rate and whatnot. So
Man,
that would probably
spamming
be
uppercut.
that would probably be better for him. But I don't know. The weight, I just think the weight.
I think the weight's the
Yeah,
big.
I
big
just think
factor.
you should smart.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna gas it. I'm gonna buy into the I shouldn't, but I'm gonna buy into the thing as well, like what I see on social media and whatever. I think Conor is probably more hungry for this.
No, I believe that.
I can
think
hear
he's
that.
more
I
hungry.
believe
I
that.
believe
I
that,
believe that.
yeah.
I can see that and believe that.
I think he's more hungry. Like,
I just feel like
I
if you're,
do.
but I feel like if Banks is the better boxer, technically he should jab him and keep him at bay. I can't. If your IQ is there, that you know me and
it's
IQ.
not that much better though. I can't even
The
gash
thing
it.
with
the
bro, the
longer
thing with
fighter.
Yeah, but it's not that much better, bro. It's not that much better than Conor. Fam,
If you're longer, but
But he's not- he
IQ
doesn't-
wise,
Would you say he fights like that though?
I think he,
He has-
can
he
fight
has-
like
he has-
that.
he has at
I
other
think he
stages.
can fight like that's
He
what I'm
has at
saying.
stages.
And I feel like if he can fight like that with the odd uppercut to set it up and lean it, obviously you're gonna do the 1-2 and hooks and do you need to do your sticks. You need to change it up 100%. But if your overall IQ, I feel like is like your overall IQ is to jab and step and then.
But Conor's IQ isn't rubbish. Like,
Of course.
but he's more of a brawler. Don't you feel like that?
That's from what we've seen, isn't it?
But that's because of the level of
everything
opponents.
I've seen, yeah.
Okay,
But
so
again, level of opponents.
yeah, I don't want to get.
No, but level of opponents. Because remember, if you know,
getting
El,
drawn in.
you know as a professional boxer, let me give you this. If you've studied an opponent and you know that he's very flat-footed and he doesn't like coming forward and you can dictate the pace and you know you've got the pace to dictate, you're just going to brawl him out.
But-
especially if you know you're about, you can just brawl him out all day.
Okay,
You
so
like-
what I'm saying is-
So it's level of opponent to a degree.
Yeah, but with this whole IQ thing with Conor, I feel like aggressive fighters, I'm not going to get too deep on the boxing thing, but like I feel like a lot of fighters that are aggressive don't get the credit they deserve about regarding their boxing IQ. Mike Tyson, Ricky Hatton, fam, these men have boxing IQ. Just because they're not on their toes, Ali flicking the jab like Larry Holmes, it don't mean that they're not clever. So sometimes when you're saying boxing IQ, fam,
That's because you're thinking of Mayweather.
off camera, we spoke about Dan Aziz.
Just Mayweather.
Off camera, we spoke about Dan Aziz as well.
yeah,
He ain't got that style where he's like, you know,
No,
out and jabbing on
you're
the toe.
right, you're right.
But he's clever.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
So
though,
that's what IQ
though.
is. But I'm saying, on an IQ level, we ain't seen nothing really to say that Chris has great IQ. If anything, I think it's very close. I wouldn't even say that
But
Chris.
he's boxed way better opponents.
But fam,
and it's still
when
been
he's
close fights.
But when he's
some of
boxed
them,
them,
some of them fights haven't been close.
He's fought them though, as in he's fought them. He hasn't boxed them.
Okay.
Where he's
Fam,
been
he ain't-
outboxed.
Who has he out fought?
Yeah.
Who is Chris Eubank Jr. out fought in like as in thinking? He's out fought bare guys physically.
Yeah. I hear you.
You understand? But I'm just saying I haven't seen
The
a lot of
technique-
fights where he's like technically super sound.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But in terms of what you're trying to say is like in terms of his you know, his physical attributes. Yeah, he's better. And he does have I would say he's got a better jab.
That's what I mean.
But you got to use it, bro. Like
That's what I mean,
you
though.
gotta use it.
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
gotta
as
use
a
it.
corner man, that's all we don't need to get into
Yeah.
this brawl with him. We don't need to. We can flick this all
But
day
Conor-
on the longer. Right.
Conor can come through
you
a
know
jab,
what?
though.
All right, it's not that. All right, let me explain to you. Like I always tell the guys. Why? Like we obviously watch MMA and as you know.
Yeah.
And obviously my favorite fighter is John Jones. And I always say he's built like the perfect fighter because if he gets into trouble, he can just keep you at bay. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He don't need to. If he wants to fight with you in the clinch, he can because he's that good. But I'm saying it because of his attributes, because he's God given, being able to have long limbs and that, because God blessed him. He can fight at that distance if need be.
But
Do you
not
get
everyone
what
can
I'm
do
saying?
it. Yeah, bro.
you get what I'm saying? Like-
But not everyone can do it as effectively.
No, you get caught if it's in the trap though. When you get hit and then you want to brawl, that's the difference.
But that's what
Because
that's
that's what I was
happens
talking
with
about
Eubank.
with earlier with Mayweather. He that's why he was my favorite fighter because I've seen him get clipped carpool. When Shane clipped
Mosley.
him, whoa, bro, he wobbled, bro. He was in somewhere. He was in another dimension. You know when that sound happens, yeah, that happened to him. And I'm telling you now. He was still composed. He didn't get into a brawling aspect. He said, I need to do what I need to do to be
And that's
Money
hard as
Mayweather.
well to stay like that.
Thank you. Because you
That's
just got
hard
clipped.
still. Yeah.
Bro, everyone's just seeing this. Ooh. And it's who you are, you know. No one really sees that often.
But see that?
You see,
And
so
this
it's
is
hard.
childish
It's
for
an
me.
IQ.
This is childish for me. But like, say you man are taller than me and longer than me,
Yeah.
and we start boxing. It's not just. You feel me? There's more to it.
Oh, no, you're right.
Do you understand? It's not just,
right.
I got longer arms than L's, so man's going to keep him at bay. It's like there's obviously more to it. And I'm saying the gap in terms of skill and poise and composure. Bro, I'm more composed than Chris Eubank Jr. I don't care who I've fought or haven't fought. That if we, that you can see it when we shadowbox. Certain men just don't have
a composure.
mad composure.
I know what you mean.
Do you
You
understand
are
what I'm
very
saying?
composed. I'm not going to lie.
And I'm saying, Chris, just because he's taller and longer,
composed.
he needs to be disciplined emotionally, disciplined in his mind.
Yeah.
To say, all right, because what you're talking about is discipline.
That's what
like,
I'm saying,
going to be
discipline.
disciplined to stick on the
That's what I'm
jab.
talking about, yeah.
But bro, it's like all these things, they're not small things. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You
Like,
would
they're
understand
big,
more, bro.
bro,
You've
they're
been in there.
big things,
You circle
bro.
them four
Like,
corners, and so you
so
know.
That's why I'm
you
just
know.
like around the IQ thing. I'm not sure how big the gap is. I'm not sure how big the gap
One
is.
of the things as well though, that I think is going to come into question is whether or not Ben can deal with the pressure because it's a main event, it's a massive event. It's the biggest event of his career so far, and I do think he'll get through that test in terms of he'll pass the pressure test. But it is a step up for him in that regard as well.
It's massive, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it is a massive jump as well.
But then again, do you want to say something?
No.
Then again, I think even his debut, even though he weren't main event, every fight that Conor Benn has had,
because of his dad.
because of who his dad is, there's been mad pressure.
Okay.
I agree. He hasn't fought. He hasn't. I don't even.
Algeria was a
don't
main
feel
event.
that's
Algeria
for
was a
both
main
fighters.
event. Algeria was a main event.
But don't you feel like that's for both fighters?
No, but
No,
I think
no,
Chris
no,
has
no,
fought
no.
at.
Bro, the
that's because
rivalry.
he's
No,
fought
the
better
rivalry
fighters.
with Billy
Chris
Joe.
has been, yeah, he's because
That's
he's
just because he's fought better.
No, but the
fighters,
rivalry.
though.
No, the
But
rivalry
they have that
with Billy
once upon a
Joe.
time.
the Billy Joe thing was mad.
All right,
Bro,
what-
and you got hold on just quickly. You got to remember with the Billy Joe fight, he let rounds go. He let like 6-7
No,
rounds go, and then he
that's-
started coming back into the fight, and he made it a close fight.
No, that's big facts. I'm not saying that. But all right, let me give you a question. What was his record before he lost his first fight against Billy Joe? What was his record? Do you know how much weeks like?
We
Do
can
you know
check
like
it still.
22,
Can you bring that up?
You know how to use box rec,
Yeah.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah,
Like
can
22,
you bring it up
23?
quickly? I just want to because I'm just in terms of what that question that we just had of pressure. I want to know what because it would have been the same for him.
But
though,
yeah, no, he's right.
with his-
They both would have had pressure.
Do you get what I'm saying?
What,
At that
as in
age,
No,
in this
but
one?
I think the point you was making was that I think it was the point you was making
Yeah,
was
go
that
on.
Conor Benn hasn't had the pressure at this
Level.
kind.
yeah, that's what
Because
I'm saying.
Chris has, but I'm saying
Right,
Conor
that's my
still
point.
has had a level of pressure.
Yeah, of course.
Whether it's
of
like
course.
externally
Oh,
or
100%.
Well,
You know
he,
what I mean?
he
He had a
hates-
level of pressure.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, but
you're
he-
doing this at a professional
Yeah, that's
level.
it, no.
There's levels to this, bro. I
Yeah.
keep saying that, bro.
No, he
You know me,
headlined
this-
that Algeria when he fought Algeria. That was a headline fight.
And the reason I'm asking this as
Sold
well
out crowds,
is
you know
just
what I'm
because he's undefeated, Ben. And obviously, though, this is what I wanted to know
Yeah,
because, and a man sitting here that's undefeated, that's another pressure every time you step in there to try and keep that O. That's what
Which
Floyd.
matters in
That's why
boxing.
Floyd's my guy because he kept that O. Even sat there with the Pacquiao conference I watched the other
But
day,
you see-
and he was saying, "No,
see-
you can't beat me."
You see,
Like,
off
there's
camera,
no
we was
way.
talking about the
You
food.
know, like-
We was talking about the social media antics and the food and the chicken wings and all that. In a way, that creates pressure for like maybe one fight on it. Because Chris is like, look, I've been eating a mad thing, or I've been acting like a 60%. You know, the whole 60%. I'm only coming in 60%.
Yeah.
It's like that in a way is pressure. He's saying that he can beat Ben. It's going to be a walk in the park. And that might also put pressure on Ben because Ben's like, look, I've been showing that I'm serious, I'm training, I'm locked in, and now I'm going to get beat by this guy who's been running bants during training camp. So there's going to be pressure. I agree with Jack though. Like the thing with Billy Joe was a mad 50-50
He was around 18 and no, still.
before he
He
lost
was
to Billy Joe.
18. He was 18 and no.
yeah.
And the George Groves
But
and the
Billy-
George
but Billy
Groves.
Groves was
Joe-
another
but
one.
Billy Joe, yeah. Oh, that was it. Groves was on a run at one point though. Groves was doing his thing, bro. Don't get it twisted. He was doing his
Fam,
but-
Groves walks
but-
in.
but-
Groves walks in at like my way.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he's
He
super
walks,
heavy.
So- yeah,
he
yeah.
walks around big.
solid. He's
solid,
solid, bro. That's what I'm saying. But
He was banging
what?
bangs off.
That's what I'm saying. He was
Yeah.
But going back to who's his first loss? Billy Joe, right?
Billy Joe,
Yeah.
That's my point. But Billy Joe, the level of
Joe's-
opponent.
Yeah.
Billy Joe was
The style of boxer as
good.
well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Billy Joe was good.
Yeah.
Technically, he calls him, and Billy Joe output is good for a
Yeah.
technical
Yeah.
boxer.
Yeah.
He has good output, but he's technically good.
Fam, but the narrative
Yeah,
has
do you
always
get-
been before the Roy Jones thing. I get you, but before the Roy Jones thing, the narrative has always been that you have to box Eubank Jr. It's never been you have to fight him because he's been the fighter.
Yeah.
Slyly, he's been the fighter, and now we're gonna see him against a guy like
He's a
fam.
fighter.
George
A
Groves
smaller
sat on the
guy.
back foot, like you're saying.
that's what I'm saying.
Sat on the back
Yeah,
foot,
that's
measured
true.
him, measured
I
him,
remember
boom.
that.
When he
Boom.
come in,
Yeah,
Billy
that's
Joe
true.
hit and
Set him up.
moved. No one has been able to stand there with thing, which is why I slightly back in the day bought into the whole thing about if he fights Triple G and they clash. Because when Eubanks does let his hands go, fam, he's
go.
hard. But I'm saying at this weight,
Not
and I've
anytime
just
we're
seen
getting
too
Triple G
many.
though,
You know what it is? I've seen a few press
Triple
conferences.
G's dumb, bro.
I've seen a few build-ups and press conferences and interviews where Chris has said, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this," and then lost or not performed. My boy Denzel Bentley just stopped Marcus Morrison on the weekend on the BT show. As a middleweight, he's never been stopped. The guy went 12 rounds with Chris Eubank Jr. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And
Shout out
obviously he's like,
Denzel.
big up Denzel, but I'm saying Denzel stopped him in 4 rounds. Do you understand? Now,
yeah,
I'm not
shout out
necessarily
to
saying Denzel is a better, like he'll beat Chris, but I'm just saying it's like, fam's like Chris just gets lost in styles at times.
That's what I mean.
He don't know
but
who
his
he
head
wants.
goes.
He don't know who he wants
That's
to
his
be, bro.
That's what I mean. That's facts.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's discipline, though.
Yeah, but he's not got that. He's got discipline to train. But I'm saying he hasn't
he trains
ever
like a
listened to
motherfucker.
his
That's what I mean.
Cornermen,
Discipline
yeah.
is in fight IQ
Yeah.
discipline.
Yeah,
Keep to
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
Be
not 100.
disciplined in the fight. Don't lose yourself. And that's what I was talking about earlier. So we're gonna swing around this table because I need to get this £1 million vote from everyone. I'm
gonna go with Conor Benn on points.
You're going with Conor Benn on points.
Just outworking him.
Okay.
I'm not even saying he's gonna
Outworking him.
Yeah, as in he's gonna have a higher punch output. He's not gonna
Okay.
he's not gonna stop Chris. I don't think.
I don't think he's gonna stop Chris.
I know he thinks he's gonna stop Chris, and that might be a little bit silly if he's
Yeah, that's gonna come to my
trying to
prediction.
get him out of there in 3 rounds. Do you know what I mean?
Alright, cool. Alright. Rimz, what you got? Shout us out. What you saying? What? Because you look a bit surprised like me. What you saying?
No, I think Eubanks, bro.
Yeah,
I think Eubanks. I think
Go on. I want to hear what you
Big
got.
R.
Yeah.
Even though he's got those clauses to
Yeah.
not rehydrate, I still think he'll be Big R.
Yeah.
I think it just depends what kind of fight he wants to play. What kind of fight? If he brings the fight, I think, and he imposes himself on him, I think he can get it done. But I'm gonna go Eubanks, man.
Yeah?
Eubanks, yeah, I'm in Eubanks.
Greenie.
So 2 things. Before they made this fight, I remember I was speaking with you, and at the time I think you had Eubanks and I had Ben. Remember that? And you've convinced me that Eubanks is gonna win.
To be fair,
Sounds like I've
the
convinced
catch
you
rate
that Ben's gonna win. That's why I was dying earlier still.
I think the catch rate,
it's the
catch
catch- I
rate
was
that
gonna
we
say-
spoke about.
Yeah,
I think
we-
the catch rate was more.
That wasn't in
the
that
leeway side of
that
160.
we didn't discuss it at a catch
yeah,
rate though.
Yeah.
But also, bro, I want Eubanks to win, but I just don't understand why Eddie Hearn would have made this fight. Like I know
Money.
this.
Money.
No, but
Names, innit?
no, but
Bro,
the thing is,
DAZN
Ben
He's
is
the smartest promoter. at the
thing. No,
moment.
but
The
yeah, but
zone need it. The zone need
they,
it.
they do
DAZN
need the
need
cool, but
It's the smartest
Ben is
promoter.
their cash cow now. They can't use AJ as their cash cow, although he is because he's generating way more
They
money.
still got to roll the dice, bro.
Yeah, no, this is a massive roll of the dice though.
Yeah,
Do
but
you get
I
it?
think as a
They're aiming for snake eyes.
as a channel, as a channel and as an
app.
app, they need to.
They
Same way
do,
they had
yeah.
to roll the dice with AJ and Usyk. Everyone knows what time it was with that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, he's not a world champion. I know you're saying he's cash cow, but it's like he's not. They got Canelo.
I think people, bro. If you look, people do tune in to watch Conor Benn.
No, his numbers are mad. But I'm saying,
his numbers are crazy,
in terms of
man.
a cash cow, like Canelo is with the
he's
zone, and
mad.
he's
No,
the
Canelo,
main one.
that is
Don't matter who he
Mexican,
fights,
though.
bro.
He's
Yeah.
Mexican. That
Yeah.
Mexican
Don't even
thing.
I'm an
I think
R, bro.
When you bring a country with
I
you,
see him thinking, I'm like,
Yeah, I was
nah,
considering
bro.
it still.
he brings countries with him.
Yeah,
Them men that bring
yeah.
countries with them are
But I
different.
No, of
get
course,
your
of course.
point.
They're
I
always
get your
different.
point. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eubanks. I'm gonna say
Okay.
I'm gonna say stoppage as well. Which sounds a bit crazy, but I do think what you said about Ben trying to get him out of there quite early. I think Ben's gonna go, and I think Eubanks' engine is gonna prevail still, and I think he's gonna catch him with something. He's the bigger man, naturally.
If he stops Conor at 157,
Yeah,
I'll be amazed.
yeah, no,
And I'll shake man. I'll shake
yeah,
the
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Because-
I'm normally all right with these boxing predictions still. Like, I think, yeah, I can see Ben winning. I can see Ben winning. Let me not lie. Like, I'm very much like
Have you
towards
seen
the.
Ben stop
I'm
Marcus
close to the
Morris,
fence.
Have you seen Ben hurt?
No, but it's
Have you seen Ben hurt?
yeah. Ben's been
Yeah.
hurt. Ben's been hurt
Have you seen him really?
early on in the career.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he comes back and he swings still.
yeah, but and that's what Chris has done in the past, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think that if he catches Chris and comes forward and he's gonna blow the load, and then Eubanks gonna come back and because I don't think he's gonna get Chris out of there still.
No.
And I think there must be a rematch clause, bro. I'm just saying Eubanks 3-0, man, over Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Eubanks name will prevail,
Yeah,
gentleman style. You get me?
I got you there. I'll agree with you two over there. Yeah, I have to leave you alone. I know I'm in
the three
corner
of us are
with you.
going Eubanks, and you're going
I'm in the
Ben.
blue corner with you.
You know
bro,
what
but
I agree with? And
just
again, not to
go.
get deep and neaky and whatever, but it's like I think that saying, hard work beats talent and talent don't work. I think all of them things and the dedication and
Save that for assembly, bro.
I feel like
Say that for assembly.
I feel like Conor is respecting the game a bit more.
Hey,
Hence
Yeah.
why his improvement.
So you think
'cause like, if
Eubanks
we
ain't
had-
training properly?
No, he is training for me, but it's like he don't listen to his coaches. He never really has listened to his coaches. I hats off. He listens to Roy. But I think the reason why 2 years ago this fight would have been dead in the water and we would have said that Eubanks would have flattened Ben. Fam, Ben has improved. That IQ you was talking about, it's got better. You feel me? He's been respecting the game a lot more, and
have
every
to, though.
fight he's been looking better.
no, but you have to.
I know, but Chris doesn't.
You have to.
And Chris hasn't.
Eubanks looked alright last fight.
What, against Williams?
Against Williams?
No, he didn't.
Nah, come on, bro.
He
He
looked
should have got him out of there.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
He should have got him out of there.
The referee could have stopped that fight, I think.
He should have
But
got
apart
from my head, I need to-
apart from that,
Yeah.
that whether he got stopped or not, he didn't look good.
All right, fair enough.
All right, let me ask you
He was
this.
doing the Roy
Let
Jones
me
thing.
ask you one more question, guys. Who does this benefit more out of these two? Not the dads, out of these two.
I think
Who does this benefit more?
I think it's a money fight.
Yeah, but who does this
I think
benefit
Ben has
more?
more to gain from this.
I think for Ben, it's
Why?
a win-win. I
Why?
remember I said it's a win-win. He'll just go back down to his weight.
Yeah.
You know, he's fighting a bigger man. He's fighting a man who's fought for world titles. You know, he can say he's never fought for a world title. He's never fought this level of opponent in terms of experience or you
That'd
could say
probably be
ability.
his best. That would be his best name on his resume as well.
Oh, bro, of course.
And then he loses. It doesn't hurt him. He wins.
Yeah.
It obviously.
Fam, he's
it's a
younger.
loss.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Eubanks has already said if he loses, he's going to retire, innit?
yeah.
Yeah, Eubanks has been said that still. Yeah, if I lose, I'm retiring. You know what I'm saying? Which is maybe that's the game
his
plan.
drive. Do you
Maybe
think that's his
the game
drive
plan.
though to actually get it done? Then
The thing is, if he
You think
wins
that's his
this,
drive?
he can call out Triple G, and that fight could actually happen. Bro, where's Triple G? Yeah, but where's he going?
He ain't gonna fight you, man.
That's a big fight, you know.
No, it's not.
Bro,
After this,
it's not, bro. It's not.
Fam,
Bro.
that's got nothing to do with this. I would argue that because of the weight class, it's got nothing to do with this.
okay,
Bruv,
fair enough.
what have we got
Eubank
to see
has done
from
enough.
Eubanks? Because it's not like if Eubanks wins, he deserves to fight Canelo.
Bro, these man's names,
That's my
they
point.
didn't create
if
their
he
names.
did, then you could run through Triple G
No,
to
but-
get there.
but these
you
man-
don't deserve that.
But these man's careers are so different to everyone
yeah,
else
but
because
Triple
of
G's done
because
in
their
my eyes.
dads.
He's
No,
finished
fam.
as well. He's
Like they
finished.
start here.
Triple G.
You don't think he's
In
finished?
terms of who?
Triple G,
Yeah, I think he's finished. But I'm
he's
saying,
done.
in
He's
terms
done.
of legacy,
That's what I'm saying,
in
he'll
terms of
make it.
legacy, let's just keep it 100, yeah? Forget the fact that we're British.
Yeah.
In terms of legacy, Triple G has done more than Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr.
Oh, of course. No,
So
of
he
course.
ain't, and he's fought, fam, he's fought Dons, bro. He's
Yeah, no, of
he's had a
course.
trilogy with Canelo.
Yeah, no, of course.
Who's much
And he
bigger
won
of a seller
two of them.
than and who's much bigger of a seller than Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn. So Triple G ain't looking at these man thinking, oh yeah, they can do mad numbers. Nah,
No,
bro.
what I'm saying, no. Okay, cool. What I'm saying is that their careers start here as opposed to everyone else because of their name. So
But
when they
compared
come
to
in,
Triple G, they're still small fish, bro.
yeah, of course, world boxing.
Otherwise,
yeah.
it would have happened already.
No, but
they're only
remember,
big-
hold on.
No,
Remember, this
Zorro's
is why.
right though, bro. They're only big on British level.
Fam, look
No,
at
of course,
Kell
of
The
course.
Brook.
world level, they're
look at-
not even close.
Look what happened with Triple
Conor
G.
Ben could get there still.
Fam, at world level.
No, in terms of like,
you got to wait another 2-3 years.
I'm not talking
And
about
that's facts.
level.
Even
I'm
more,
talking.
bro.
I'm talking
Even
about.
more. Even
I'm
say
talking
more.
about like
You're
the
the expert.
status.
And then you have to look at who's in that division.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but-
That's what I'm saying. Come on,
But
bro.
my guy,
Yeah,
look at who Triple G has fought, bro.
No, I'm not saying. I'm
Yeah.
not saying.
No, so I'm saying, say that. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
from
yeah.
a status, because I know you're saying the word status.
Yeah.
From a
With Ben, I'm
status
thinking.
perspective, whoever.
Yeah,
From a
yeah.
status perspective, none of them come close to who Triple G has fought.
No, of course. I'm not saying
So
that.
it's like,
I'm not
so why
saying
are you
that
saying status?
because what I'm saying is that who does Triple G fight next?
he doesn't need.
Done, bro. You should
He can
retire.
fight, bro.
But if wait,
he can fight who he wants.
got paid.
He can fight who he wants.
But
One
got
second.
paid.
If he
Retire.
is to fight again, because I agree, he
if.
probably
Alright,
should. I've been
alright, go on.
like,
Yeah,
I don't
you've
want to
been
see
saying,
people
yeah.
fighting past like,
Yeah.
you know,
Let me
like
answer this. Go on.
Triple G. I'm gonna get you back. By the way. Triple G, yeah. Who does he fight next?
Okay.
That's gonna generate money, and I understand what you're saying, but he needs someone that can go.
Fam,
yeah?
I said this to you at the gym the other day regarding AJ. Certain man can fight anyone and they'll still hit a certain amount of money. Floyd, Canelo, fam, AJ.
I don't think Triple G's in that
Fam,
bracket.
these men are not big enough fish right now.
But who
to
is at that
fight.
weight class?
Fam, do you think this will be? Do you think this could be pay per view? Triple G and Chris Eubank Jr.
1,000,000%.
Nah, man.
You're bluffing.
Nah, bro.
You're bluffing. You don't
Fam,
know what? That's stadiums. Bro, that's stadiums over here. That's stadiums
Worldwide.
over here.
Yeah,
Fam,
They
you're
run a
talking
stadium
about-
over
You're
here.
thinking British boxing, bro. You're thinking British boxing.
Yes,
That's what
but
I'm
you
saying,
take, but
British.
bro, the
That's what I said to you
money that they
earlier.
can generate pay per view with the name Triple G. Triple G's not a massive name. People don't
Fam.
tune in to watch Triple G, bro.
No one worldwide is gonna tune in to watch any of these two.
Yeah.
They're speaking about
It's
this
the
in
same
America.
way. No one, fam. Derek
Bro,
Chisholm.
Conor Benn's name, Conor Benn's
Derek
name.
Chisholm- no, bro.
Bro,
No,
look at the
no.
numbers. Look at the numbers. That's not
They're
British
not, bro.
audience. That's not just a British audience.
No, it's mainly.
Fam, do you know how many?
It's
do you know
mainly,
how
but
many
it's not
welterweights-
just.
You know how many
Yeah.
welterweights they got in America? That
Of
are like,
course.
not just good, but that do
No, yeah, of
numbers,
course.
bro.
Of course.
And they're not even
Them
known.
man are not looking. Them man
And
are
they're
not
not even
looking
known
at-
just
Them man are
because
not looking
America's
at.
a bigger
Them man are
platform.
not looking at Conor Benn.
Bruv,
The thing is, because of, I
Stevenson's
think
bigger than both of them.
Yeah. From America.
Yeah, but he's
And he
one of
shouldn't
my
be bigger
favorites.
than you.
You're
got
over,
Eubank.
But I was
Bro, okay, well, let's just keep it real. Back in the day, I'm gonna get history. Fam, back in the day, yeah, Eubank Senior,
yeah.
Nigel Benn,
Yeah.
they didn't fight or beat any of the elite middleweights in the world.
Agreed.
They couldn't fight on pay-per-view against Roy Jones, against James Toney.
They would have been pay-per-view fighters in today's world.
in England.
Yeah, okay, cool.
In
But
England,
in today's
English
world, they
In
numbers.
were
England, bro.
Okay, yeah, I
English
agree.
numbers. But I'm saying on a worldwide term, because there's other elite fighters in their weight class
Yeah,
from
yeah.
other parts of the world. In this case, it's obviously Canelo, and in this case, it's obviously Spence.
Spencer Crawford, yeah.
Fam,
And the
why are
rest.
they talking about him fighting Sean Porter? Sean Porter's retired, you know.
Yes, I know,
Like,
I know.
So that just shows like where he is, bro. Like they're not talking about. It just shows where he is. But I'm saying numbers wise, fam, the difference won't be massive. Triple G could go and fight somebody else, and certain man will still tune in and pay for it. So he's not going to be desperate, Jack, and that's my thing. He's not going to be like, oh, who can I fight? Bro, he can have a tune-up. He just come off a trilogy with Canelo, bro.
Yes, of course. But what I'm saying is the Eubanks name, is
What
big
name?
enough and
Nah, bro.
I think so still. I think so.
Eubank didn't do nothing. Eubank Senior didn't do nothing worldwide, bro.
Bruv, let me
had
do-
But
90
they can
he had-
sell the fight better than they can sell. I mean, look,
Fam,
he's
he
not,
could-
to be honest
Triple
with
G
you,
can't go and fight world level right
Triple
now.
G could
Do
go
you
and
want me
fight
to be-
Andrade.
Do you want me to be honest with you, bro? Do you want me
Yeah,
to be
but
honest
it's
with
got to be
you?
a fight he can win.
Tyson
Not-
Fury and probably AJ have been the biggest British fighters
Yeah.
in the last coming of years.
AJ is the biggest.
No, Tyson's probably even bigger than him. He's undefeated.
Now he is. Now he
No,
is.
he's talking about selling though.
Yes, I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about
yeah,
is numbers.
the
That's
image,
all
yeah.
I'm
And I'm
talking
with you
about.
with the numbers, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
No,
fam, have these
but
man-
this is the thing, Conor
analytics
Ben-
though as well. Tyson sells very well over.
Now he does. Remember,
Bro,
he's been in
he
America
does.
from a long
Yeah,
time
that's
ago when he
what
fought
happened in
Cunningham.
America.
When he fought
That's what I'm
Cunningham.
saying. So worldwide, that's what.
And-
That's my point. No, that's
Bro,
my
but
point. I'm trying to say.
With Conor Ben, also
But
another thing that
that
plays in his
comes-
favor is that Eddie Hearn's in his corner, and Eddie Hearn's name because
best
of
promoter.
AJ.
No, I think that's done, you know. I'm not even going to guess.
Really,
Somewhat, yeah. I think that's kind of done.
you don't think Eddie Hearn's
The
name is
Matchroom
quite
and
big?
Sky thing, when he was at Matchroom, when Matchroom was at Sky,
with Sky, yeah,
more
okay,
so, and
yeah.
AJ was undefeated, more
It
so.
helped.
The
100%.
Canelo thing never helped either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but,
saying,
but
yeah.
this deserves.
Yeah, fair
but
enough, fair
yeah,
enough,
Eddie
fair
Hearn's got power, but I'm saying. What Triple G was a unified champion, bro. That means man had
Look, I'm not
all
saying
the belts, bro. I believe.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
within the. I'm not saying I'm not comparing the fighters, innit? I'm
like
not
no, but
comparing
if
the
we
fighters.
look,
Don't get me wrong.
What
I'm not.
fights have we looked at from either of these man? And I'm not gonna sit here and say I've looked at the numbers because I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
know if these man have fought on pay per view before. I
Of course
don't
they
think,
have.
I don't think he has.
No, Conor Ben has.
I don't think Conor Ben has.
Conor Ben's only
Who did
fought on an undercard
Who
on
did
a
Chris
pay-per-view.
Eubank fight against on pay per view?
Was it Billy? Didn't he
I wouldn't say Groves.
No,
was
that was on Box
pay-per-view,
Nation.
no?
That was on Box
Was
Nation.
Groves not
Oh,
No,
pay-per-view?
Graves aren't on pay per view.
You're right. That was on Box Nation.
I'm
Was
just thinking who
was
about
Billy
Box
Joe
Nation?
not on Sky pay per view?
No, that was Box Nation.
Groves?
That was a Frank show. That was time ago.
And Groves what?
That was
Groves,
well, that's
I don't think it's
Box Nation's
pay-per-view.
pay per view, don't it?
Or
It
subscription.
was, yeah.
isn't
It was a
Or was it
subscription
Channel
thing.
5?
No,
No,
It could have been Channel
Brother,
5 and
brother,
it could have been
no,
Channel 5
no,
and
it
Box
wasn't.
Nation.
No,
but
it
either
was
way,
not.
okay, how many fights has
Yeah.
Triple G had on a level where he's
Yeah, of
been
course.
main event, sold out
Bro.
against elite guys?
But the
that's
thing
'cause
is,
it's champ
in
as well,
America,
though. When you're
they've
champ,
got.
That's what I'm saying.
But in
You're
America,
champ.
they got pay per view
But
models.
I'm saying, what
Like-
numbers?
Bro,
over here-
What numbers are you referring to where you can match up the two, bro?
No, when I'm
These
speaking,
men have never even fought in a mad stadium like that.
what I'm saying, I'm not comparing the like Triple G's numbers are going to be bigger than these man's numbers,
Yeah,
of
100%.
course.
That's
What
facts.
I'm saying is that if you look at the other opponents that he can fight,
Yeah.
these man's numbers are similar, if not. Or when I say these man, I'm talking about Eubank because
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if Ben gets in there with Triple G, I don't even know what's going to be happening in this world. But with Eubank's numbers and with his name, with his following, everything else,
Mm-hmm. Bro,
I think it's very comparable to the other opponents that he
get
could
what you're
possibly get
saying,
there.
but
So
you're-
that would make the fight.
But you're thinking from a British.
Yeah, of course.
Like, we can't
What
even-
else
let's-
am I thinking,
No,
bro?
you got to think
But I'm saying you
worldwide,
got to think, man's from Kazakhstan, you know, like he's not
Yeah,
from
of course.
England. He's not. Fam, we saw it when he fought Kell Brook.
Kazakhstan,
He's not
bro.
sold into the
No,
English
but-
media and all. You don't
But
care.
also,
Kazakhstan
people
is
want
a
to fight in
war-stricken
England.
country,
People,
bro.
people want to come and fight in England.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Floyd
Well,
always
he
said,
fought Kell Brook in
one
England.
place I want to
He fought
fight
Kell Brook
is
in
England.
England.
Was that in England?
Yeah, he fought Kell Brook. Fam, he fought Kell Brook in England.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he fought him
Sheffield.
He fought him at
That
Sheffield.
was in
I believe.
Sheffield when he broke up.
And he
his-
lost. Yeah,
yeah.
but same with Errol Spence. But,
That was supposed to be Eubank's fight. That's what he's always said, isn't it?
yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he's always said.
But no, I mean, Triple G is probably like looking over Eubanks Jr.
No, of
Hence
course
why
he
the
has
fight
done.
ain't happened in time.
Yeah.
Or hasn't happened. You know,
I just
obviously Ben
yeah.
won't fight him. I kind of feel like Ben will go back down in weight.
should.
Oh,
He
bro,
should,
if he
he
does,
should.
he has to. He has to.
You should.
That-
But it's the
He's-
same thing. It's the same thing with AJ. It's
It
like
is catchweight anyway.
it's just Yeah, kind of like saying that. It's like, oh, who? Like we said this in the change room at the gym the other day. Who's AJ gonna fight now? And my opinion is AJ could go and fight Daniel Dubois, Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. He's gonna sell, bro.
Yeah. He's done.
He's gonna sell. But and I'm saying Triple G is similar to that. The money that he's been getting with Canelo, bro. What is he gonna fight? Eubank Jr. It's gonna be 80-20.
Yeah.
He's gonna get. Just what I'm saying. He's gonna get the bread anyway, bro. He could go and fight someone else for 95-5 or 90-10. No, that's real rap, bro. Like, so I'm just like, I don't really see like them man generating as much money as you think.
Why is Eubank getting 20, the other man getting 5?
Who?
Why against Triple G?
No, no, but I'm saying he could. Same with AJ. Fam, AJ could go and fight Daniel Dubois,
of course,
and get 90-10 or get 80-20. But if he fights Dillian White, it's probably not going to be 90-10, 80-20.
Who Dillian White?
AJ.
If AJ Dillon,
yeah, it will be closer.
It's got to be a. Yeah.
My point is, I'm just showing you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Numbers do add up though, guys. And obviously, one thing I always say is, as you would know, when you're undefeated, it brings more attraction. It helps.
Yeah.
The less losses you do have, especially I have to say in boxing as well, which is a little bit different from MMA, is that you need to kind of remember to nowadays to see 20-0 is kind of expected. 25-0 is like if you're that. No, it's true though. If you're gonna be that guy, that's gonna be your expectation level. It's only till you get to the real Floyd and Mayweather. Like if Pacquiao beat Floyd, people would have still appreciated Floyd. Maybe not as much, because you never know. But I'm saying he would have still been appreciated for his career. Though,
people were waiting for someone to beat Floyd.
Of course they were. That was someone.
They're still waiting, bro. Yeah. Everyone's got their money on Deji, blood.
Yeah, that's big facts. But I'm just saying, you see the attraction that it brings when you got that zero, though. Yeah, people want to see it go for somewhere. Remember, the world's full of haters, bro. Naturally, people just want to see you out, want to see you lose. Of course. Who's the guy to defeat you? Why can't you see the guy be undefeated, bro? Just live life good, bro. But that's just the way life is, isn't it? So
I'm looking forward to this one, man.
Sauce. It gives it sauce. It's saucy. It's saucy, isn't it? Because
this one, you mean?
I'm glad they made this sauce.
Tell me that the conference to this wasn't saucy.
No,
It was funny.
No,
And the face-off was
that's the face-off.
That was funny.
And why does he talk like that?
They're mad funny characters. They are mad funny.
They couldn't be more opposites, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But that was kind of how the dads were.
Yeah, of course. That's bro. I was watching a documentary on both of them, like the seniors, long time last week or something. Brother, it's so funny just seeing them opposite each other and stuff, and the way that Eubanks is hot. Bro, he's a G still. He's a G, man.
He's prim and proper.
Yeah, prim and proper. He's a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
You get me?
Alright, wicked, man.
That's a good fight.
Wicked, we chop that up. That's interesting.
Nice. So, since you're here, bro.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta break this down.
Talk about how your career's going and
yeah,
that,
man.